Happy Friday, fifth grade. This is Miss Gibson with your grammar for today. So, of course, as we're getting into our grammar lesson, we are going to be working on short form versus long form titles again, and you guys are going to be fixing the errors in sentences along with the capitalization errors, other than including if they are short form titles with quotation marks and or long form titles that are underlined. So, just to go over and review what long form versus short form are, book titles are long form titles and they are written in italics, or if handwritten, they are underlined, of course, because we can't write in italics. And then articles, book, chapters, poems are short form titles and are written with quotation marks. So you guys are going to go through this page and you guys are going to um, rewrite each sentence correctly with the title in the correct form based on if they are long form or short form. So go ahead and get started on formatting these new titles as you guys are reviewing these sentences. If you guys have any questions, make sure you're writing them down as you're working, and also make sure that you guys are using any notes that you have from previous lessons to guide you through this lesson for today. Go ahead and pause the video and get started. All right, so welcome back from trying out each sentence. And now let's go over the errors and how we can fix them based off if they were a long title or a short title. Number one, King George, What Was His Problem is a very funny book. But we know if it's a book, that is going to be what type of title? Is that long form or short form? If it's a title of a book. Correct. It is long form, which means that I would be writing or typing this in italics. And if I was writing it, it would be underlined. So, King George, What Was His Problem is the title of the book. And I put this in italics. And then I also made sure to capitalize the What Was His Problem piece because that is also still a part of the title. It needs to be each word needs to be capitalized since that is main pieces of the title. Number two, A Hymn for the Evening was written by Phillis Wheatley in 1794. So, if it's a song or a hymn or a short poem, what do you guys think should happen? Correct. So this one is going to be in quotation marks because it is a song, which is some form of a short form. Okay. So again, remember, short forms are titles of short stories, book chapters, songs, and most poems. All right. Let's get down to number three. All of the characters in Seed Folks live in or near Gibb Street. I, of course, capitalized Seed. Well, Seed Folks is already capitalized, but why did I put this in italics? Correct, because it's a title of a book that we all read at the beginning of the school year. Number four, Miss Quava is reading the book Fire in the Ashes by Jonathan Console. All right, I put Fire in the Ashes in italics. Why? Again, this is showing that long form title, and this is the title of a book. It says she is reading the book, and then it gives us the title. Number five, I am using the article opinion. I'm using the article opinion. Protesters drive home their point by blocking highways as an example of present day nonviolent protest. So, if it's an article, is it long form or short form? Correct. It is going to be short form because it's inside of a newspaper or a magazine. So it's not the title of a magazine, it's not the title of a newspaper, but it is the short form because it's in one of those. So which is why I put in quotation marks opinion. Protesters drive home their point by blocking highways. And I made sure to capitalize each word that's in here that was a main word about about the title. Last one. I'm still reading the chapter, The Civil War, from the book, A Young People's History of the United States. So this one has two different types of forms within this sentence. So first one, I'm still reading the chapter, The Other Civil War, is in quotation marks because it is a chapter within the book from from the book, A Young People's History of the United States, which then leads me to make sure I put in italics the book name, which is A Young People's History of the United States, and also capitalize the words that are in this sentence other than of and the. All right, so we are done with working on short form versus long form titles for today. Your secret word for today is library. All right, so please put that in and do that exit ticket. And also make sure you are reaching out to your teachers if you are still confused on the difference between long form titles and short form titles. This is why we're going over them and we're getting constant review so you guys can get more practice with understanding how and what's the difference between the two and what they should look like when you are writing them out as well. So go ahead and get started on that exit ticket. Happy Friday, and I hope you guys have a great 3-day weekend. Bye.